All right, up next, Vajahat, Dr. Vajahat Yarkhan from DentTracks. Another great story of a very successful dentist in the Houston area, 12 locations. And he has put his heart, soul, and money into building this amazing product, DentTracks.
Good afternoon. I get the last presentation, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for staying for this. I appreciate it. My name is Vajahat Yarkhan. I'm a pediatric dentist, a DSO CEO, as well as a technologist now. I am here to speak to you about the problems faced by not just the DSO executive, but also by the clinician operator. We have made a lot of progress in digital transformation of dentistry, but as we progressed, we did not reduce the workload. We created DentTracks to reduce that workload and increase the efficiency. Here's the legal disclaimer for the launching of Regulation D506 offering for accredited investors. Details will follow. The problem I mentioned earlier is the scalability trap. The clinician operator faces this in the form of revenue loss due to fragmented workflows, while the DSO faces an even larger structural inefficiency, which is variance across each location, and that becomes big when it's a 50-location issue because there is no centralized mission control to standardize the operations. Traditional software stops at automation. At DentTracks, we are creating a paradigm shift by creating an autonomous system that is a self-driving engine. In the evolutionary cycle of the dental workflows, what we know is that automation is about doing things right by following a script. And we know the scripts can fail. So when the script fails, for a DSO, it means a single problem can create 100 issues. So the ops leadership has a big problem when they have 100 problems on their hand. Autonomous systems work differently. They work with the principle of doing the things right. Just like a self-driving car, what you do is you just give it a destination, and then it will follow the script. It will follow the script even if it fails, which means that it will go, it will learn the system, and it will bypass all the roadblocks, and it will reach the destination. For an executive, this means that if you have such a system, you can roll out a very detailed success plan for all the locations at once. Most software sell KPIs and dashboards. DentTracks operationalizes the OKRs, which are objectives and key results. The objective is explicitly defined. For example, in this case, the objective is to get a zero balance claim paid at every level. So if the autonomous DentTracks AI orchestrates a transaction level workflow, its objective is to get to the real goal of getting a zero balance on the claim. And it'll do it by correcting itself in the loop. So how do we do that? We become the central nervous system of your organization by sitting on top of your existing PMSs, because we are truly integrated with them. So all of the data is pulled into the dashboards with precise autonomous handling by agentic AI trained to deliver objective-based key results. Now the leadership has a standardized view of all the dashboards in one place, and at every level, the staff is incentivized with Dencentive, which is a tool that gamifies their performance, and they are able to deliver the OKRs, and they are able to follow the playbook. So this way, you're not creating a big layer of regional managers because AI is doing most of the work. The end result is a unified operation with an enterprise-grade platform, as well as motivated workflow, though it is scanty, and at the end, you have a healthy bottom line. So most practices juggle through 5 to 10 disconnected tools right now. multiple logins, duplicated data entries, and reporting gaps that create inefficiency and frustration. DentTracks solves this with one operating system, one login, and infinite scale. It integrates patient engagement CRM forms, accounting with payment portals, full RCM suite with analytics, compliance with incentives in a one seamless ecosystem. So everything syncs automatically, which gives practices complete visibility across the whole operations. We talked a lot about autonomous technology, but it is still evolving. So what happens if it fails? Well, through USA Dental Solutions, our own services arm, we have the human-in-the-loop execution engine, which guarantees the result even if the technology fails. Well, with our SLAs, you get the deliveries in any case. Our SOP-driven service pods close the loop effectively for the clients. When we combine the two gears, we create resilient autonomy. First, the AI layer handles high percentage of repetitive tasks like insurance eligibility verification, claim submission, as well as patient confirmation, etc. But our second layer has a safety net, which comes from USA Dental Solutions service pods. When AI confidence score drops, a human in the loop is inserted, and then the client never sees the failure because it never occurred. They always see a verified result. So there's another bigger advantage to having an in-house service pod. Apart from creating the resilient autonomy, this hybrid model creates an AI/ML self-learning flywheel. Every time our human pod resolves an exception, like say a new denial code, the data is labeled and it is fed in the loop for self-learning AI, and then the automation depth increases. As the automation depth increases, the number of humans involved reduce, and it goes from less margins to bigger margins. Our growth engine is highly efficient, so we are targeting DSOs as well as private practices, and we have a system that is already in place for that. The proceeds from this private offering of $2 million through SAFE will be used towards team building for sales and marketing as well as operations. And we are looking into IP acquisition of complementary technologies, AI orchestration layer, as well as sustained engineering. We are not just developers, we are operators. I scaled the DSO to 12 locations and funded DentTracks with my own $4.5 million. My team has managed operations for over 100 dental clients. We built DentTracks because we lived the pain of a clinician operator and the challenges of scaling a DSO. The future isn't about dashboards. It's about autonomous results at scale with your enterprise. So join us in liberating the clinician and empowering the executive. Thank you. There is a QR code and a link for DentTracks.com/Chicago. Register and you will get the PPM and the slide deck.
All right, let's hear it for Vajahat. All right. The dental industry loves dentists that launch products, and this guy, very proud of him. Last time he pitched I got emotional because there's just emotion that comes with doing this, and I appreciate everybody. Yeah. Thank you all.